we are learning to understand what a fraction means. Okay, let's start with a simple fraction, and let's start with 1/4. Now you see in this fraction we've got a top number and a bottom number, but they've actually got fancier names in the top and bottom number. The top part we actually call the numerator, and the bottom part we call the denominator. Now you might be feeling like, Mr. Glue, what do these numbers mean? Well, let me tell you. Or even better than telling you, why don't I show you? Let's get a picture of a cake here. Ta-da! It looks delicious and nutritious. Now, we've got our fraction right here, which is 1/4. Now, the denominator on the bottom, this one right here, that represents how many parts this cake is going to be split into. So the denominator is 4, or quarters, so we're going to split this cake up into 4 pieces. Now, the numerator, the number on the top here, that represents how many pieces we're going to colour in, or how many pieces someone might have. So if, for example, someone had 1/4 of the cake, that means they're going to have 1 piece out of the 4 pieces available. Now let's have a look at a different example. This time we're going to have a look at 3/5. Now if you're going to have 3/5 of a muesli bar, have a think about what that might look like. So you're having 3 pieces out of the 5 available. Let's see if what you thought about in your mind looks like the example that we're going to draw here. So let's make sure that it's superbly drawn as usual. 3, 2, 1, pow! I know what you're thinking, and you're thinking, Mr. Glue, you've outdone yourself. Now, what are we going to divide this muesli bar into? If you're thinking fifths, you are correct, because that's our denominator. So let's divide it into fifths, or 5 pieces now. Now if it's a fraction, the pieces should be exactly the same size. You see mine are a little bit off, but you know, do the best you can. I always find fifths pretty tricky to draw. Now, how many fifths are we going to colour in, or shade, or give to somebody, or eat ourselves? Well, we're going to look at the numerator for this one, remember? So our numerator is 3. So we've got 3/5. We don't just have the 1 this time, we've got 3/5 here. And so it'll look something like this. Now if you're really clever, you'll see that we've got 2/5 remaining here. And so if we have 3/5 plus 2/5, we get 5/5 altogether, which is the whole muesli bar. And so that's an introduction to fractions. There's lots more to learn, but don't lose hope. They're not so bad once you get used to them.